I'm interested to see how people talk about their weird diet that they're on. If it's fruitarian or whatever, or 80-10-10, or a raw vegan thing, or a raw food diet, and all this stuff. Um, I personally sort of think I'm not really experienced enough in it to dish out or try and advise people to do it. Um, but I suppose in this path of changing diet and learning about diet, I've learned a lot of things about how to not get unhealthy or things to avoid. So I don't mind trying to maybe pass that on. But even then, it's only really if people ask you, because it's a bit like, going up to a Christian or something and saying, you should be a Muslim or something. It's really, it's such an ingrained habit, or it's such a big kind of emotional fix thing in people that I get a bit uncomfortable talking about it, because, for example, even when people found out I was vegetarian when I was, you get a lot of weird reactions from people. They're not they're not really happy about it. They're dishappy about it. They're unhappy about it for some reason. I don't know. And they might say something about why we need to eat meat or whatever. Or they'll say, yeah, I tried that for a while and it didn't work or whatever. You know. So anyway, I was my friend Bill was staying with me for a couple of days, and he was much more happy to just tell people this is how I eat and this is what we do. He's Bill's he follows 80-10-10 pretty strictly, um, and yeah, so he was much more. Oops, wait a minute. So he was much more happy to go up to people. We were going to these Zumba classes, and he was happy to go up to people and well, the instructors and tell them that we were just eating, fruit and a raw food diet, whatever. Um, and I wouldn't have done that personally, and I don't tend to do that. Um, but I don't know if that's I'm not saying it's a good thing or not. The other thing was when we were on the train down to London together, he was in a conversation with two women, and he started going on about 80-10-10, and I sort of mentioned it to him afterwards. I sort of said, I'm impressed that you did that, because I get quite uncomfortable if I was to talk about it, and you know feel like people really don't want don't really want to hear what you have to say. But he sort of made the point to me that he said, do you not think that they're desperate to lose weight and desperate to be healthier, and do you not think they would do anything for that? And I sort of thought maybe that is the case. Maybe I don't. And for some people it might be. And the thing is that the way I think about it as well is that those women might not ever do change a diet at all, but they might speak to someone or mention it to someone, or and that's how a lot of us end up doing things. It's not because someone told you you need to do this. It's because someone maybe said, "Oh, I know someone that's trying this out" or something, and you might never meet the person, but you think, "Oh, that's interesting," and have a look into it. And that's something that Doug Graham talks about that in a lecture where he says don't sort of tell people to go on 80-10-10. They'll notice, they'll start to notice the benefits you're getting, and they'll ask you, and or you should pass them 80-10. It's like, what do you think about this book? That's a bit weird, or whatever. I'm not like 100%. I don't really follow 80-10-10 exactly, particularly in terms of intake of greens and salads and things at the moment. But I still, you know, I'm on the same team, I think, as them. So, um, but yeah, so I don't really preach because I'm not really experienced enough yet. I can't say, I've been doing this 10 years and I'm in perfect health, or I've not been sick in years or anything like that. And I'm always desperate though for people to maybe come and ask me or say something about someone who genuinely wants to make a change, because you could really profoundly affect, well, they could profoundly change their diet and their life quite easily, really, just by knowing a few things and learning a few things and staying away from certain things. Not even 100%, but even just making your basic diet different. And if you want to eat something at a wedding or whatever, do what you like, but it's your own choice, I guess. But I did have an opportunity recently when I was on the train, and a woman came down and sat across from me, and she was sort of cheery person. I think she said hi to me. Um, and she got out this book that said nutritional healing, and I thought, this is my first one ever opportunity to like start off a conversation or something. And so she said, no. So I was sort of looking at this book. She was reading Nutritional Healing. It was like a library book, and I said to her, "What are you trying to heal?" And she said, "Oh, I'm just looking for to rejuvenate myself or something." She didn't have a specific thing she wanted to heal. So we started having a wee conversation. I thought she might have been like a raw foodist or something, but she was just really kind of normal diet and everything. And we had a discussion about sort of giving up dairy. I can't remember the other things I might have said to her or advised her. I pro- I don't think it's ever a good. Well, I think it's a difficult thing to say to people. You should give up meat and dairy. You know, if you say to people, it's a good idea to cut down on that. Eventually, they'll probably get there themselves. If they get the idea that it's if you limit it, it's better. Then if you cut it out completely, it's probably the best. But I don't know. It comes across as dogmatic when it's not really dogmatic. But so I had that little opportunity, and yeah, it was good. I didn't. I should have maybe tried to promote my fruit luck and everything, and got to come along, but didn't have any cards at the time. Like my friend Yela, who has business cards with his website, and he passes them out to everyone, which makes things so much easier. Like even in social occasions or something, you just give out your stuff. Um, so yeah, so let me know how. What do you do? Do you just go up to people and start conversations and tell them they should eat fruit or whatever, or do you just leave people alone, or how do you do it? Just interested. Thanks. So there you go. That's me. Bye.